have some updates with my hair. I've been trying some new styling techniques, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the state of my hair and what I've been dealing with and what I plan to do going forward. So if you're curious about my hair products, the tools I use, and what's going on, keep on watching. So for those of you that are new or don't know, hi, my name is Marnie. I am 47 years old. I will be 48 the end of March, and I used to have a lot more hair than I currently do. There's no specific reason as to why my hair has thinned out. I wouldn't say that I have any actual bald spots, although I think there's some less hair right around here on my hairline. I do have hypothyroidism. It is controlled by medication. Before it was diagnosed, I did notice my hair was falling out in a substantial amount. That was one of the symptoms that alerted me something was not quite right. But I get checked twice a year and everything is fine on that front. I've had my hormones in general checked by my endocrinologist. There's no menopausal reason that he can see for my hair starting to fall out again. And when I say starting, this has been going on since around late February, early March. Some people say it just happens in cycles. It could be perimenopause related and maybe my hormones just aren't measuring when I've been tested. I don't know. I don't even really care. I just want it to stop. So one of the things that I did and I'm doing is a temporary fix that's instantaneous, and that was I've ordered a couple of hair pieces. Now, I haven't worn them on camera yet. This one I got from Amazon earlier this year. I've been playing with it, but I've never actually worn it. The little wire that comes with it, it's like a rubber band and it's really uncomfortable to wear. So I've been meaning to order like a replacement wire for that, but the color match is really pretty good, especially once it's in my head. Then I recently ordered this one because I had seen so many influencers raving about this brand. I was influenced by the influencers. It's the brand Sitting Pretty. Clearly the color is all wrong. The problem is, I know I can return it, but the brand is located in Australia. So I'll probably suck it up and try to get my hairdresser to tone it or match it somewhat. One of the reasons I really liked this brand, other than the fact that a lot of influencers were touting it, was that it comes in different weights or wefts. And in my case, I don't want length, I just want volume. So this particular model that I picked is for finer hair where you just want to add volume. This is supposed to be beige blonde. To me, this is coming up very yellow on camera. Anyway, they all come in the 20-inch length, and then they recommend you take it to your hairdresser where they will fit it properly and cut it so that you can get the volume that you want. I'll just generally, I'm not gonna put it in for real because one, it doesn't match, and two, I just did my hair. But you know, you get it on your head, and then the idea is you pull this hair over it and then it kind of blends in. And to be fair, once it's blended in, I think it could work. We'll make it work. And later on in the video, I'm getting my hair cut in a couple of days, so I thought I would come back and show you how my hair looks with this styled in it, and we'll see how that goes. So those are immediate temporary fixes to the thinning hair problem. For probably well over a year, I have been contacted over and over by a brand called iRestore asking me if I wanted to try their laser LED hair. I'm gonna get this wrong. It's a helmet you put on your head. It has lasers and LED lights in here, and it is FDA cleared to stimulate hair growth. I mean, literally just, it's like a bike helmet. You plug it in, although it has an external battery that you can buy separately so you can walk around with it. You wear it on your head, 20 minutes at a shot, every other day, 4 to 6 months, and you should see hair growth. You will see later, starting in November, sponsored videos as I document that. This is not sponsored. I just wanted to show you that I just got it, took it out of the box, and I have nothing to tell you good, bad, or indifferent about it other than it came in a nice box and it looks pretty easy to use. So with all that, I have been playing with styling my hair a little bit differently. I feel like curling it gives it a little more body than wearing it straight. That's not to say don't wear it straight occasionally as well, or just blown out with like a round brush. But I've been curling it a lot lately, and what I've been using is also not new, and I feel like I've done a tutorial on this, but I had so many recent requests that I filmed how I do it again. And it's the Beachwaver Pro. I have it in the 1.25 inch barrel, and in the tutorial that you're about to see, I will talk about the pros and cons of this and whether I would recommend this or the Beachwaver. And if you want to skip that part, I would say go with the original Beachwaver. It's less expensive and it has a button here that makes the clamp go back to the starting position. This one doesn't. Before we jump into the tutorial, a quick review of what I'm using on my hair at this moment. My current favorite shampoo and conditioner combo, picked it up in the Nordstrom anniversary sale. It's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day shampoo and conditioner. I love these. It does help my hair go a little bit longer between washing. Now that my hair is thinner and finer, I really can only go 2 days, maybe 3, and I definitely need to wash my hair. I'm pretty much using the same cocktail in my hair with a couple of newer additions. So still loving the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day 5-in-1 styling cream. Still really dislike this container. I'm at the very, very bottom. I am going to repurchase, and the first thing I'm gonna do is decant it into one of those airless pumps that I picked up on Amazon so I can get the product out of the container, because this is horrible. Also, to the cocktail, still love the Colleen Rothschild Smooth and Shine Serum. I put it in my wet hair, I put it in my dry hair, and it smells so good. Something new I've added to the cocktail, I don't always add it with the Living Proof, sometimes I use it in lieu of the Living Proof styling cream, is the Aveda Smooth Infusion. This does not make your hair straight, it just gets rid of frizz. Well, lessens the frizz. Something that is also new, just new, is from Kerastase. It's their Incroyable Blow Dry. What's really neat about this, you put it in your wet hair before you style it. What's really cool is if you want to restyle after you've styled your hair, it sort of makes it go back to the style you originally put it in. It's like a reset button. So let's just say you did your hair, you blew it out, and then you go work out, you get a little sweaty, not enough to justify a full hair wash. Well, you just take your hot tools to it and it sort of just goes right back into what you had styled it originally, and it really does work. It's kind of amazing. And at the end of all this, this is something I've had for years and pulled back out. It's the Aveda Brilliant Anti-Humectant Pomade, meaning it repels humidity. Humidity does not die in the South in October. It's still alive and well, unfortunately. So this has come in handy. And then I have to say, for second and third day hair, my go-to, or just to add some separation, is my favorite dry shampoo is still the Aveda Shampure Dry Shampoo. I like a lot of dry shampoos, but they stand out. If I had to only buy one for the rest of my life, would be the Aveda. The only other product I have to show you is what I sleep in every night. You've seen me talk about this. I'll link the video I did, I believe it was in August, about what I use in my hair. I don't think you're gonna see too many differences, but these silk scrunchies from LILYSILK, you can get them directly from LILYSILK or you can get them from Amazon. I put my hair up in a kind of messy bun on top of my hair and sleep in that most nights. I'm gonna show you how I've been using the Beachwaver to style my hair, and I'll give you pros and cons. So last night I washed my hair. So I am heating up the Beachwaver. I have the Pro, and I'm pretty sure this is the 1 1/4, it's the 1 1/4 inch. Yes, hello, I can read a barrel, there you go. I found the easiest way to curl my hair is to section it into 2 sections, a top section and a lower section. I don't make them even, I do it slightly above the midpoint, so about the tails of my eyebrows. That's my guiding line. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm not really gonna pull out the short hairs on the sides. I'm gonna blend those in with the top. I just feel like I need to say, it is clear I'm not very good at this, but I'm doing my best. And the reason why I'm showing you this, even though I think there are far better people to demonstrate this, is because I want you to see what a non-professional, struggling hair person, how I do it. Okay, brush it out again. This is a boar bristle brush that I got on Amazon. Then I divide that into 2 sections. So I always start on my left. This is my left, we're flipped in the screen, because I'm left-handed and it's just, to me, easier. Grab a little chunk. So on these shorter pieces, what's key is if you do the little clamp all the way at the end, then half of these pieces fall out. So the trick for this, and it is a trick, and forgive me for not looking directly at you, I need to see better in the mirror, and a tiny little video screen's not doing it for me. So clamp it in the middle. Make sure that you're spinning in the right direction. Then open the barrel and slide it down. And that way you get all the pieces in there. And then don't wind all the way up because you'll burn your ear off. And don't let it last very long. Just a couple times around the barrel. That's just my trick for how to get shorter pieces in. I'll show it to you again in a better section. And then from there, I just start grabbing pieces of about, I'd say roughly 1.25 inches in size. And this is a longer one, so clamp it at the bottom, leave a little bit out, and spin, spin, spin. And then you can hear my clock ticking. I usually listen for it to go through 5 seconds, and then I release it. And there it is. As I'm curling this, it's working out that the little thumb, the lever, is ending up in the front where it's easy to see. But one of the disadvantages of this is that it doesn't always do that, and then you're kind of searching through your hair quickly to find the release so you don't set your hair on fire. As you can see, the clamp didn't end up in the front, so I kind of have to manually get it there or just push it. The Beachwaver non-pro version has a button you push and it just spins it right back to the starting position. These layers are a little trickier. I like to get bigger chunks. And again, remember with the Beachwaver, it's going to curl, you want it to curl away from your face. It does that guessing for you by selecting which side of your head you are curling. So make sure you depress the correct side. So I'm doing back to the left side. And this is again where I put the clamp kind of in the middle and kind of get it going. And I gotta work kind of quickly so I don't get the bend, and then slide it a little. And I like to kind of pull it up and away from my face and then release. So I'm just going through the pieces that are clearly not curled, picking out random pieces and curling. I think I left a little too much hanging out. Whoa, that sun is coming. Can you see better there? Okay, pulling it down a little. Let me darken up this frame. Forgot to mention, it's ideal for the beachy waves to hold the barrel vertically. If you hold it horizontally, you'll get more of like the rolled curls of, you know, like the 60s, which is fine, or the 80s, like a hot roller look, and that's fine. But if you want the actual beachy wave, hold it vertically. I have recently found that a lot of time my hair will fall flat or look kind of like a helmet. And a good way to avoid that is to actually do a few more layers so that these shorter layers on top, because they aren't as heavy, obviously they're going to stay lifted a little bit. Even if your hair is all one length, adding those layers in with different levels of curl will help avoid that sort of helmet head look. I said avoid, it's not completely avoidable. Now I haven't brushed my fingers through it, so I'm just letting those cool down, and I'm gonna move to the other side of my head. All done, hair is all curled. Let me do a slow spin for you so you can see the back of my head. So everything is cool to the touch, and I'm just going to run my fingers through. That's how I curl my hair.
It's a little blunt, so I wouldn't go like too much.
Okay.
You know, longer, maybe about.
I don't need it any longer at all, really. I just want it for the
fullness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna blend in nicely.
Chopper.
Can I turn you?
Yes, ma'am. So we're just floofing it, really. And the point of it is to just add volume to my thin hair. We haven't curled it or done any styling to it. Jenny toned it, so it matches pretty much my highlights, I'd say. I think it does. And I think if we curl it, it's gonna be amazing. She did razor cut the ends a little, so they're not quite so blunt. Okay, she's gonna run some
Elixir from Kerastase.
Okay, but it's in there, and it's so thick. There's volume, and it blends right in. So very cool. I'm not gonna wear this every day, but it's kind of neat.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. This is amazing. Huh.
That's a lot of hair.
I am back from my adventures at the hair salon. I get asked quite frequently, so again, I now go to Hair Studio Sonterra and my stylist name is Jenny, and I will leave their contact information down in the description box. She is amazing and an incredibly kind and generous, wonderful human being on top of all that. Let me give you my final thoughts on my new haircut. I chopped a lot off. There's a lot gone. It was kind of down to here, but it was scraggly. And my hair, as you know, is thinning. I just needed to do a blunt cut and let it grow out. So right now I do have the halo piece in. You cannot see the wire. Is that kind of amazing? And if I go like this, like it's not moving, but I am fully aware it is sitting on my head and it's there. It's not like when you put on false lashes and you feel them on your eyelids for a little bit and then you get used to it and you stop feeling them. This has been on a good hour and it's still, I'm like, yep, I've got it on my head. And top that off with the fact that it is, well, it's a little cooler today. It's 85 degrees. It's a little warm, I'm not gonna lie. I think it blends really well into my hair and it clearly gives a lot of body. And also one more update, Michael has seen my hair and he loves it. Not that it matters really, it doesn't matter. But it's nice when the person you care the most about actually likes how you look. All right, anyway. So I don't know how I feel about wearing a halo all the time. I've never had extensions, so I don't know, like the kind that are actually stuck on your head. So if you have, I'd love to hear your feedback. What is it like? Do you get used to feeling it, or are you hyper aware that they are there all the time? For me, I just wanted to try out a halo to add some thickness and volume to my hair when I feel like it. I don't think this will be a regular thing. I did ask about extensions. Jenny said not a good idea with hair that is thinning and falling out. It's only gonna do more damage, so she would not recommend it at this time. But I did wanna show you, this video is getting long, what this looks like when I pull it out. There it is. There's this little wire. See the wire? I mean, you can kind of see the wire. And here we go, 3, 2, 1. So it's this clear, which is gonna make it hard to see, wire. There's my sad little limp hair without it. It's not that bad. I'm inserting a before and after shot so that you can see us side by side with and without. I will check in with you probably during monthly favorites or other future videos, let you know how the iRestore is going. I will let you know how I feel about working with this new hair length, the Beachwaver, the wand, all that good stuff. I, of course, am looking forward to hearing your feedback on everything I've shared today. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.